again, you guys, it's time to talk about what went down between Eric and Leida on 90 Day Fiance Season 6, Episode 3. In the episode, Eric takes Leida, her son, and her sister to Philadelphia, like continuing their little American tour, to hang out while waiting for her parents to arrive. Of course, Leida's parents are only coming to figure out whether or not she really is making the right decision in leaving home to come and live in America. Is her life genuinely going to be better in America? Because they don't buy it, since they've already provided an incredible life for her back home. So guys, there really needs to be a drinking game for every single time that Eric talks about how Leida comes from a wealthy family, because you know, he says it so often that it's starting to sound like he's the one marrying for money and opportunity. So all of them get to the food court, and Eric takes her son Alessandro to grab food for the group, and Leida's sister takes the opportunity to ask her how she feels about the USA now that she's here, and Eric as well. And Leida doesn't actually seem too happy when she gives a response. Like, she claims that, you know, everything is great, but you could just tell in her face that she's not particularly happy. And then she again goes back to complaining about the fact that Eric has to, you know, divide some of his little money paying off child support to his ex-wife, you know, for their children that she takes care of for the majority of the time. Remember, Eric is, you know, pretty much like, he's not the greatest dad. He already admitted as such in episode 1. He even kicked out his own daughter just to welcome this girl that he barely even knows and her son into his home. And so, yeah, she complains about it. She's like, I don't understand it. I don't get it from my ex-husband. Like, we need to stop it. And she really wants to try and get this guy to stop paying child support. That's a really great way to get your man in jail and go, you know, broker than he already is. As our conversation slowly winds down, Eric suddenly reemerges with one Philly cheesesteak sandwich for all 4 of them to share. And his excuse is that, like, you know, they haven't tried it before, they might not like it. Like, even then, like, we have Subway here. I don't know this Philly cheesesteak situation, but, like, you know, if my family came from Kenya and they wanted to try Subway, I would get them each their own, like, sub, even if it's just like a 6-inch sub or something to taste test. Like, we're not, you know, picking and choosing one sub each. Like, you know, if ever they had any doubt, you know, about the state of Eric's finances, please let this Philly cheesesteak answer and remove all doubt. Now we're back at the airport waiting for Leida's parents to arrive, and Reina's already seen enough to determine that her sister hasn't chosen the right guy for her and her son, and she's quite adamant about it. Eric is freaking out at the thought of her parents finding out that he doesn't have a lot of money, but to be honest, you can kind of just tell looking at his face, like, he just, like, looks like he stresses about money to me. By the way, was anyone else, like, dead at the fact that Leida's father, who had to be what, like, late 60s, early 70s, looks to be Eric's age or younger, and Eric is swearing to God that he is 40 years old? Come on, you guys, really? On what planet? And the last time we see them, Leida's family is loading up their luggage in Eric's truck, and Leida doesn't even make a single comment about how the luggage needs to be improper. You know what that's called? Growth, to quote Kelly from Insecure. Anyway, you guys, that does it from what went down between Eric and Leida on this episode of 90 Day Fiance. What did you think about the two of them? Do you think that her sister is really going to put her foot down to the parents, or will the parents see enough that they don't even need the sister's input to really, like, tell Leida to rethink her life decisions here? Make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more. Feel free to share it with your friends as well, and follow me across social media, where I absolutely love chatting with you. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.